episode 2. Yeah, again, Tatsuya had to drop out. Does anybody want to say anything on behalf of Spy Kids 3D Game Over, that team? Does anybody want to say anything about Tatsuya's loss? The loss of Tatsuya.
They will be missed.
Yeah.
Of course. We're going to just truck on, despite Tatsuya being out of here. Right now we have Team Spy Kids 3D Game Over versus Team Trains. Team Spy Kids 3D Game Over, your team color is black, is what you chose. And Team Trains, you guys chose dark white, like a salt and pepper kind of asphalt.
Dark white glitter.
Dark white glitter. So like think like asphalt or like salt and pepper.
I'd call it glitter.
Glitter, okay. All right, very cool. So let's just move right on to our very first challenge of the evening. So we're gonna do some trivia, some secret agent trivia. I have looked up some obscure facts about secret agent stuff. And what's going to happen, I have 5 different facts, and we're gonna play best out of 3. So what's gonna happen is on each round, your team is going to nominate one person to go up to attempt to answer this question. I'm going to ask the question, and then whoever is nominated will have a chance to say an answer. First person to get the answer right wins. You can use Google. Once you say an answer, you cannot say another answer until the other person says something. And if you're both wrong, then you both get another guess. Does this make sense? And we'll just keep doing that till somebody gets it right. So, one moment, everybody. Okay. So you could guess, but just keep in mind, if you're wrong, then the other person has as much time as they want to Google it. Yeah, you can Google. Yeah. But if you Google it, then keep in mind, if the other person knows the answer, then maybe you lost some valuable time. So it's all about managing all that stuff. All right, great. So can Team Spy Kids and Team Trains please nominate a person? And then also, when it's your turn to go up, everybody is going to have to, everybody who's not answering a question will just have to show me your hands so that you're not Googling behind the scenes, if that makes sense. But I'll remind you on that. So yeah, please nominate.
So I have a quick clarification question. Only the person who's going can answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even research it. All right, great. So for Team Spy Kids 3D, we have Sam going first. Awesome. So we have Evan versus Sam for round 1. All right, everybody who is not answering, please just like somehow have your hands visible or whatever. Here we go. Here's the question. Make sure your microphones are on. You're going to say your answer out loud, not in the chat. All right, here we go.
Do we have to like ding or something? Or we
No, just say it, and I'll keep my eye on. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Question number 1. In the 1960s, the CIA spent $20 million on a failed project where they attached microphones and radio transmitters to hundreds of this animal.
Oh, bats.
Very good, Evan. And it failed because the cats didn't wander where they wanted them to wander. They just didn't care. All right, so great. Team Trains has a point. All right, who's next? Who's next? Seems like we got Carrie for Team Spy Kids 3D. Game over. All right, Carrie versus Margot. Everybody else, hands on the screen. Question number 2, here we go. Carrie versus Margot. This famous singer was recruited by the French military to tour as an entertainer in Nazi Germany, but was actually a secret agent gathering intel. Who is this person?
Edith Piaf.
No.
Gloria Estefan.
No. You both may answer anytime you like.
Marjorie Myers Strome.
No. Nope.
Georges Loinger.
Incorrect.
Josephine Baker.
Correct.
Oh my God.
It is 2-0. Game
Yeah.
point for Team Trains. Who would like to go? Go up. Looks like we got Storm. Storm versus Tweety.
You're on.
All righty. Here we go. What animal did American spies train to take pictures of enemy territories?
Carrier pigeons.
Correct.
That was just the science history knowledge.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Team
Clean
Trains
sweep for
has
the
one
train.
immunity.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep. All right. Congratulations, Team Trains. You are safe from the coming vote at the next tribal council. Give me a moment while I make our breakout rooms and we'll proceed to the next part of the game.
Also, a fun fact, not only did they train them to take pictures, they also tried to train them to guide missiles.
Damn.
It was actually pretty successful, but unethical, so they had to stop.
Pigeons are super underrated. They're really smart birds.
So they should have invested a lot less in that program in cats in the 60s and just put it straight to pigeons, sounds like.
Moving on for tribal council, I'm going to give you all 5 minutes. We'll be back at 7:51 Eastern. All right, see you in a little bit.
Thanks, friend.
Did anybody manage to watch the recording before the game? Okay, respect.
I watched a little bit of it.
Carrie, were you able to learn anything new when getting the inside scoop on the other team?
For me, I was trying to figure out who an agent of chaos was, and I think someone had a very clear tell. So I think I might know who one is, but I'm unsure.
Do you want to elaborate at all or no?
I think people have certain tendencies when they don't want attention drawn to them, but
Okay.
at the same time they want to pretend like it's a surprise.
Uh-huh.
And I felt like I saw someone doing something that I would do if I was trying to keep a
Oh,
secret
okay.
like that.
Interesting. Sam, I saw a little bit of nodding. Do you have any suspicions of a person in particular?
No, I'm just really enthusiastic about the game.
Oh, okay. I respect that. If let's say I'm guessing alliances are starting to form and partnerships and whatever. Sam, this is still for you. Let's say that somebody that you're talking to reveals themselves to be an agent. Would that drastically change your relationship to that person?
I mean, I don't know. It's so hard because we don't even know, other than something crazy is going to happen. We don't even know like what it means to be an agent. So like,
Sure.
it would change it in that I like would know that we're playing different games. And so like my end goal might be different from theirs, but in the short term, I don't know if it would change much, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let's see, Tweety, in the game, in the challenge, you volunteered and then you swung and you missed. Are you worried that that's going to translate into a vote?
I hope not. I think that I have plenty to offer this team. I think that we just collectively fell short as a group today, or with this particular challenge, and that sucks. But I think that, my sense is that we're all fighters. We can come back from this. So I have faith in myself and I have faith in this team.
Word. Grant, what about the merge? Have you been keeping the looming merge in mind about when you're deciding who to vote for?
Absolutely. I think the way that you vote has to change after the merge, right? Because then you're starting to vote for who your judges will be. And right now, part of the strategy, I think, is who don't I want to be a judge or who do I want to be a judge? And that definitely will change after the merge. I also think the game just drastically changes after the merge in general.
For sure. Regan, last but not least, what do you bring to the table for the team?
Positive attitude and a wonderful smile.
It's true. Okay. Word. As somebody who has never played Survivor before, hearing people talk about like strategy and like the merge and things like that, how are you feeling going into, like the second, third of this game?
I just hope that I can step up a bit and really contribute to the team before it's too late.
Uh-huh. Well, hopefully it won't be too late. Does anybody want to volunteer for the secret question of today's tribal? Okay, fair enough. If anybody has an advantage that they want to play before the votes are cast, now would be the time to play those advantages if you want to. Okay, I will get to the vote. You all may now Facebook message me privately the name of the person that you would like to become the fourth person voted out of this game, Survivor, Agents of Chaos. You may message me anytime. Okay, everybody, the votes are in. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. Here we go. First vote, Regan. Second vote, Sam. Third vote, Tweety. That's one vote Regan, one vote Sam, one vote Tweety. Fourth vote, Tweety. The fourth person voted out as Survivor. Tweety. Tweety, I'm so sorry. I need you to leave the Zoom call.
Well played, y'all.
Have a good night, Tweety. Thanks for playing.
Night, y'all.
Word. Okay. All right. You survived. I'll be bringing this back. Hi, everybody. We're back. Tweety was voted out at the last tribal council.
Damn.
Does anybody have anything they want to say about the vote?
Took a little bit.
Oh, sure. You know how it goes though, Matthew.
Feels bad.
All right. So Tatsu's backing out has left a resounding effect on this game. Waves keep crashing in. You have both Tatsu and Eli to thank for the good fortune that you have all merged now. Congratulations.
Yay!
Congratulations, you have merged. This is now an individual game. All challenges going forward will be being played for individual immunity. You will go to tribal council after every challenge, and people voted out going forward will now be put on the jury and will eventually decide who the winner of this game is. Does anybody have anything they want to say? Oh, and then also I had promised that something crazy would happen at the merge from the secret agents, but because of Tatsu's dropping out, we're gonna push that back one more vote. So after this coming vote, if the agents have completed the tasks, then something crazy will happen. All right, we're gonna move on to our very first merged challenge, if everybody's ready. All right, I am going to be sending a link to the Zoom. This is the Wikipedia page for espionage, the official Wikipedia page for espionage. We are going to be playing the Wikipedia game. Some of you may be familiar with this game. We're all going to start on the same Wikipedia page. In this case, it's espionage. And then I'm going to say a person, a place, or a thing. For example, Adam Sandler. Once I say that person, place, or thing, you are all going to try to get from espionage to Adam Sandler by only clicking on the blue links on the page. You can do Command F if you want. I have no way of preventing you from doing that, so I'll just let you do it. That is totally fine. And then once you are at the page that I said we need to go to, you just say my name, and then I will start at that final page, and then we'll just backtrack your journey just to fact check you, if that makes sense. Anybody have any questions? Oh, and it's best out of three. Best out of three.
It's best to two, right? Best of three.
First
Or
person
three.
to two.
Okay.
First person to two. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Okay. So we're all starting on espionage, correct? Make sure you're unmuted when you want to talk. We're starting at espionage. We're going to go to the official Wikipedia page for the famous artist, Pablo Picasso.
Got it.
Margot has it. Margot, tell me what it is. From Picasso.
Picasso. Spain.
Okay.
Europe. European Union. European Economic Community. Sovereign state. State. Government. Espionage.
Fair enough. Point to Margot. Margot, you have 1 point. If you can get another one, you win immunity, the first challenge. Here we go. We're going to go back to espionage. We're starting on espionage every time. So just click back to espionage. All right, we're starting at espionage. And we're going to go to the delicious drink known as a lassi, as in like mango lassi.
Done.
Oh, Evan, let me hear it.
So mango lassi to mango to India to democracy to government to espionage.
Okay, fair enough. 1 point Evan, 1 point Margot. Back to espionage, please.
Guys are so fast.
I know.
All right. All right, great. So we're at espionage. Going from espionage to one of my all-time favorite movies, Terminator 2: Judgment Day.
Got it.
Happy?
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
let's hear it.
The Terminator 2 Judgment Day action film, the Bourne Identity 2002 film, the Bourne Identity 1988 film, Bourne Identity novel, action fiction, list of genres, film genre, spy film, spy fiction, espionage.
All right. 1 point Matthew, 1 point Evan, 1 point Margot. If any of you get the next one right, you win immunity. The next round, we're back at espionage. Back at espionage, and we are going to go to one of my all-time favorite desserts, red velvet cake.
God damn it, Evan.
I was literally about to click the link. I'm so mad at you.
Evan, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, red velvet cake to layer cake to sponge cake to apple pie to United States of America, I think. Yep, United States of America to what is it? Democracy, government, espionage.
Fair enough. All right, well, congratulations, Evan. You are immune at the very first tribal council after the merge. How do you feel?
Really good.
Yeah, no doubt.
I was scared.
Yeah. Well, you all know the drill. Since we have a bit more people, I'm going to give you a little bit more time. Let's give you 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Let's do 9 minutes. We'll be right back at 8:20. Be back at 8:20. Let me know if you have any questions. You can feel free to message me or whatever. Good luck, everybody. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Coming back to Tribal Council. Evan, the man of the hour. You have immunity. What was the experience before Tribal like for you? Were a lot of people hitting you up?
Yeah, I think I like either some people like would reach out to me, but like I also made an effort to try to talk to everyone on my new tribe. I think I feel this isn't really a secret because I think a good amount of people might already know this, but I played in one of your games 2 times ago and I did not do very well. I was the first person on my tribe that was out, and I think that was mostly because I didn't reach out to anybody. And so I think the lesson from that is you just got to talk to people, make relationships and all that jazz. So yeah, so I've just been doing that this week, getting to know some people.
Word. And Parker, do you is your sense that people are sticking by their original teams, or do you agree with Evan that it's becoming more fluid and people are getting to know each other?
I think it's a bit more fluid. I think it's tough that I haven't gotten the. Oh my god, sorry, my eye is twitching right now, and I think it's the anxiety.
You're fine.
Going wild. Yeah, I think that it's hard to get to know someone in 8 minutes, so I haven't gotten to talk to yet because it's been illegal. But I'm excited to get to move those relationships forward.
Okay. Storm, who's somebody that you have not yet talked to, if anybody?
I have not at all talked to, I think, Sam and I think Grant, which is funny because I'm pretty sure Grant and I actually like went to school at the same time. So like that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But we also have not had any real instance aside from the merge to do so. So what's up?
Grant, when somebody doesn't talk to you, do you automatically assume that then they're against you?
No, I think that's a pretty dangerous mindset to assume that everyone's against you, right? Because then you really don't know who to trust. I think there is an element to this game that's like once you make your bonds, sometimes you just have to stick with them. And so I don't hold it against people if they haven't talked to me. I think now that we have crossed the merge, there is a bit of an emphasis to like get people on your good side so that when you're at final tribal, they know who you are and they know they can make an informed vote. But you know, sometimes it doesn't happen. There's a lot of us. Typing is hard, so I don't hold it against anyone for sure.
Okay, fair enough. What about Ellie? So what about secret agents? Now that y'all are together and y'all knew that you didn't vote out any secret agents in the first session, what's the talk been like? Do people think that Tweety and Tatsu were agents? Do they think that there are agents still around?
So I heard Tweety's name thrown out there as a potential secret agent. But I think people are also paranoid, and I heard a lot of names. I think we're going to find out really soon what the deal is with that. I feel very confident that I myself am not a secret agent. unless I had one of those watch things that hid my identity from myself.
Hey.
But I know, I should buy them now. One time use only. But I feel also pretty confident in that the people that I'm trusting are being honest with me. So I think the game's about to get shaken up in a big way, Ethan.
We'll see. We will see. Speaking of the game being shaky, Margot, this is your first tribal council of the game. Do you think that that's going to work in your favor, or do you think that that's something that would put a target on your back?
I definitely don't think it's going to work in my favor because I haven't been to tribal yet, so I don't really know what to expect. I haven't had a chance to like really test the people who I've been talking to. So I'm definitely really nervous because I don't have any idea what's going to happen.
Regan, you've been like tossed in the waves a lot with the past votes. People throwing you under the bus, people leaving you out. How are you feeling going into this vote? How are things different?
I don't know that they are, but I hope. Yeah.
Okay. Sam, is it as clear cut to you as it seems to be to Regan?
I mean, whenever I think something's clear cut, it's not. And whenever something seems to be complicated, the vote ends up being like super uniform. So I've just learned like the only person I can trust in this game is myself.
Okay.
And so I'm confident in my decision, and we'll see if I can be equally as confident in the result too.
Okay. Matthew, why, whoever gets voted out in this tribal, why should they vote for anybody in the final three if they were the first out at the merge?
Well, that's a good question, but you know, at the end of the day, they're in the same game, right? And I think that means that they understand what it means to play it. So maybe, you know, there are a lot of reasons, but one is maybe they look and they say that's a damn good game. That person knew how to play, and I respect that, right? And you know, maybe they did it in a way that made a few friends along the way, right? We can make this fun for each other. And so I think even though there is this competitive aspect to it, there is still this underlying aspect of just recognizing, you know, each other and having fun with each other that I think could really make a nice foundation for a vote for the final three.
Okay. Well, we're going to find out what that foundation is very soon. Before I do that, does anybody want to volunteer to answer the secret question of this tribal? Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, if anybody has an advantage they'd like to play before the votes, now would be the time to do that if you want to play any of them. Okay, all right, let's get to the vote. You all may now privately Facebook message me the name of the person you would like to become the first member of our jury in Survivor Agents of Chaos. You can message me anytime now. The votes are in. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately and become the first member of our jury. Here we go. First vote, Regan. Second vote, Matthew. Third vote, Matthew. Fourth vote, Regan. 2 votes Regan, 2 votes Matthew. Fifth vote, Regan. Sixth vote, Regan. The first member of our jury, Regan. Regan, I'm so sorry. You have been voted out. I need you to leave the Zoom call. Please stay tuned for instructions about what to do about the jury. I'll be messaging you soon. All right. Bye, Regan. Whew. All righty, everybody. Final 9. Welcome to the final 9. We have one more challenge for tonight. So let's just get right into it, unless anybody has anything they want to say about the vote. All right, let's move on to our very last challenge. This is going to be a memory challenge. I wrote a little story, a true story. This really happened. And I'm going to read the story. After I read the story, I have 10 questions about the story, details from the story, and you will have to say what you remember from the story. And everybody who gets a question right will get a point. So it's not just the first person. Person with the most points at the very end, or whoever ties, will be immune. Lastly, while I'm reading the story, I need everybody to just like have your hands up so that I know you're not taking notes. That's the only thing. Too late, Parker, you missed the challenge. Okay. All right, is everybody ready? Here we go, here's the story. Daryl Hawkins was the name of the alien spy that landed on Earth 100 years ago. At least, Daryl Hawkins was his undercover name. His real name is confidential. Daryl was sent to Earth to passively watch the humans and study how their lives develop. He first spent 15 years in Argentina, and then 30 years in France, and then 10 years in China, and has been living in the United States ever since. Thanks to a futuristic body morphing suit, Daryl blended in wherever he wanted. The tricky part was acting like a human. He would often go to bars to practice. His favorite bar, called Sir Drinks a Lot, was the new hotspot in town. Daryl would go every Thursday and Friday, where he would consistently be able to talk to 30 people a night. He ended up making a couple close friends named Robert and Sunshine, and one night they ended up getting a little too drunk and he accidentally spilled the beans that he was an alien spy. They thought he was joking, so Daryl was off the hook. But Daryl was suddenly overcome with a feeling of liberation once he revealed his secret. He made sure his friends understood the truth. He made them help him record a confession tape to share to the world. Daryl wanted it to be perfect, and in the end, he ended up doing 15 takes. In the video, he showed how his morph suit worked, going through 250 different species in under a minute. His friends reassured him that the world would not be terrified of him. The world would think he was cool. Daryl posted the video publicly to his Facebook, and within 1 hour, he had 100,000 likes, 400 comments, and 30,000 shares. Daryl knew from this point forward, his life was going to change forever. After a suitable amount of time, Daryl approached his front door to walk outside, knowing he was inevitably going to be swarmed by paparazzi. However, moments before he touched the doorknob, he felt a feeling that he hadn't felt in 100 years, the feeling of being beamed to and from the mothership. Daryl's friends watched as he vanished from the room. They opened the door to Daryl's fans, terrified mobs, the FBI, and paparazzi, and explained what had happened to Daryl. In the end, no one believed Daryl's friends and the crazy tale of the disappearing, morphing alien spy. On the mothership, Captain Alien puts a medal around Daryl's neck. He says, "Thank you, Daryl, for 100 years of service." Daryl stares out the window towards Earth and wonders if he will be remembered. The end. Thanks, everybody. Alrighty, we're gonna move right on to the questions now. So again, please privately Facebook message me the answers to these questions, and everybody who gets it right will get a point. Alrighty, question number 1. What was the name of Daryl's favorite bar? Ellie got that right. Grant got that right. Margot got that right. Sam got that right. Matthew got that right. I'm keeping track of your points, but if you want to keep track too, that's cool. And Evan got that right. So only Parker, Storm and Carrie got that wrong. The answer was Sir Drinks a Lot. All right, moving on. Question number 2. How many people on average would Daryl talk to when he went to Sir Drinks a Lot? Okay, Storm got that right. Evan got that right. Matthew got that right. Sam got that right. And Carrie got that right at 30 people. Let me know if I missed you if you said that. Oh my God, I'm doing well. Here we go. All right, ride this wave, Ethan. All right. How many comments did his Facebook video receive? How many comments? All right, Carrie got that right. Parker got that right. Parker, you are on the board. Matthew got that right. Margot got that right. Ellie got that right. And that's it. The answer was 400. Right now we got Matthew in the lead at 3 points. All right. What were Daryl's friends' names? 1 point per name. All right. Carrie gets 2 points. Matthew gets 2 points. Sam gets 2 points. Storm gets 2 points. And that's it. Robert and Sunshine. Matthew is still in the lead with 5 points. Sam and Carrie right behind at 4.
I said Sunshine.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Grant. Grant got a point there. Great. How long did it take for Daryl to change into 250 different species during the confession tape? Evan got a point. Sam got a point. Matthew got a point. Grant got a point. Ellie got a point. And Storm got a point. That's it. 1 minute or under 1 minute is what it shows. What I took. Alrighty, next question. How many takes did they do on the video? Matthew got that right. Sam got that right. Carrie got that right. Evan got that right. Storm got that right. And that's it. The answer was 15. Matthew in the lead at 7 points. Sam right behind at 6. Carrie and Storm at 5. Okay. Number 7. How many years did Daryl spend in China? Carrie got that right. Sam got that right. Evan got that right. Matthew got that wrong. Parker got that right. Sorry, it was a force of habit. Storm got that right. Ellie got that right. And Grant got that right. The answer was 10 years. Matthew and Sam tied up at 7 points. Carrie and Storm right behind. Okay, number 8. What days of the week would Daryl go to the bar? Again, 1 point per question. Per correct answer. Matthew gets 2 points. Carrie gets 2 points. Evan gets 2 points. Parker gets 1 point. Storm gets a point. Sam gets a point. That's it. The answer was Thursday and Friday. Okay, great. Matthew's still in the lead at 9 points. Now Sam and Carrie right behind. 8 points. Storm was 7. Question number 9. What was the rank of the alien that put the medal around Daryl's neck at the end? Okay, everybody's in. All right. Sam gets a point. Carrie gets a point. Margot gets a point. Storm gets a point. Matthew gets a point. So, okay, last question. Very last question. Matthew, if you get this wrong, and if Sam, or Carrie get this right, then Sam and or Carrie will win immunity. Sam and Carrie get this wrong, Matthew, you win. Matthew, if you get this right, you win immunity, no matter what else happens. Here we go. Final question. What was Daryl's last name? Matthew has just won immunity. Hawkins. Matthew got 10 out of 12 possible points. Matthew, how do you feel? Immunity.
I feel great. I'm really impressed with my working memory. I did not I did not know it was that good. So that's a really nice surprise also from sort of a medical self-evaluation standpoint. So double win for me here, big time.
Word. Alrighty. Let's take how did 9 minutes feel last time? Was that too long? Was that too short? Was that just right? That was good. All right, we're down one person. Let's make it 8 minutes, just for the sake of urgency. 8:58 Eastern. We'll be back. Good luck. Okay, everybody. Let's start coming back for the final tribal council of tonight's session. Matthew, how would you compare how you feel this tribal council from last tribal council?
I actually maybe feel a little more sad just because I feel like, before I was kind of in the fray, so I was there with everybody, and if somebody got voted out, that I could breathe a sigh of relief, but now it just feels a little bit cruel almost to watch somebody else leave. Obviously I'm relieved that I'm safe, but I do feel a little bit mixed that we're going to have to see someone go.
Okay, fair enough. Is anybody? Is this the general feeling with everybody that it's just who are we going to sacrifice as opposed to like who's got to go? Does anybody want to speak up? I mean, are there targets? Is there an order, or is it just like, oh, I guess it's got to be so and so? If nobody wants to answer, I'm going to pick somebody.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Sure. Is there like a target, or are there reasons yet in the game to be targeted for a vote? Or is it just sort of still in that early kind of mood where it's like, I guess we'll just have to vote so-and-so? Grant?
I'll say that I think we're at the point where we need to be making decisions for our game. And if you're not, I think other people are. Yeah, which feels bad because it's like, I think there is a point of like, let's just all get as far as we can. And if you get voted off, you get voted off. But it's getting to be crunch time. And I think this is when alliances are really tested. I don't know if there's a target necessarily, but I would not be surprised if people are starting to isolate folks and trying to see who they can pick off.
Okay. Evan, has there been much talk about the tasks for the secret agents? And now would be the tribal where the thing happens, if it happens.
Yeah, I like, it's weird. I haven't like seen anyone do anything that like would really scream to me as like a task. Maybe I'm just dumb and like oblivious to like what a task might be, but there's definitely like been talk like about who they might be.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is like from the like of those people that like are being sussed, like I haven't seen anything from them to say it is them.
Sure. Who are those people?
Ooh, I don't. Oh yeah, I'll one of them. Sorry to throw you out, but like a lot of people have been saying it, but I know Carrie's name has been thrown out as I literally, Carrie, we haven't been on the same tribe, so like I have no foundation to believe that. A lot of people have been mentioning
I just
you.
want to uplift my friend Evan and say that I have also heard Carrie's name. I don't have a lot of foundation either, but at this point, like I would not be surprised if it happened to be Carrie. It could happen to be any of us, but you know, just from what I've been hearing, I would say Carrie
I'm sorry, as an agent,
as an agent. That's what I've been hearing.
you know, I'll take it as a compliment.
What do you read into that, Carrie? Why do you think people are targeting you?
I don't. Well, see, now I feel a little threatened, right? I guess perhaps in the conversations I've been having, I've been like, you know, trying to get any intel I can on the agents. I mean, Ethan, if you sent me a message asking me to be an agent, I sure as hell didn't get it.
So if it's not you, then who would you say it is?
Hi Ellie. I thought I watched part of the YouTube and your face kind of just gave a tell. I thought maybe you. But again, it's a compliment, I think.
Ellie, do you want to respond or no?
Yeah, I'll respond. Compliment or not, I think it's really strategic to take some spotlight off of yourself, Carrie. So I appreciate that you did what you had to do. I've also been getting a lot of messages of people asking me if I'm an agent or not, and I feel like I'm playing a very open and honest and trusting game. And I think the people closest to me would know if I was an agent or not because I would have asked for help at this point. I also don't think it's a great sign that a lot of people also think you're an agent. So say what you need to say, do what you need to do.
Word. Sam, it seems like you are not within this group of people that are being suspected. Are you in agreement with the sentiments being said?
Well, it seems like there's no consensus about the sentiments being said anyway. So to be honest, I haven't really given much thought about who the agent is. I've just been playing it like one day at a time, trying to stay alive. So yeah, I don't really have thoughts about who to cast suspicion on at this point.
Okay. And Storm, did Regan leaving being voted out, does that change much for you going forward?
No, I would like to reference the well, not late, but great Mariah Carey when I say I didn't know her.
Okay. Fair enough. Have I missed anybody? I think Margot. I don't think I've asked you a question yet. How you feeling going into this vote?
I don't think anybody knows for sure who's gonna be going home. I think definitely people know who they want to be going home, but there's so many things up in the air.
Sure.
So it's hard to say for sure. I'm feeling nervous. My hands are shaking.
That's fun. Parker, do you think people are going to be voting with the same groups that they voted with last time, or do you think it's going to be a bit of a mixture this time?
I have no idea. I think that people like have some people that they trust, and I think those people will probably be voting together. But other than that, we'll just have to see.
Okay. All right. Does anybody want to volunteer for my secret question before we get into
I'm immune. Hit me with it.
All right, Matthew, Mr. Immunity. Name somebody still in the game that you trust.
Still in the game that I trust. Wow. I think I trust a lot of people here. I guess I might say, I'll say Evan.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, before we get into the vote, I just have an announcement to make. If you have an advantage to be used before the votes are cast, you may not use it at this tribal because the secret agents have completed their tasks and the chaotic event is going to happen on this tribal. What's going to happen is I have a number associated with each of you, and I have a 10-sided die. Really, I'm just going to be counting 1 through 9. I'm going to roll this die. Whoever it lands on is going to be the person that is joining Regan in the jury. That being said, each agent, because they've completed their tasks, has 1 immunity point. So if the dice lands on them, they will be immune from this vote, but they will be revealed as an agent. Before I roll this dice, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Yeah, I'm playing mine.
Carrie's playing an idol. Anybody else?
I'm not playing an idol, but wait, is this like in place of the vote? Or
Yes,
are we
yes.
still, okay, okay.
All right, got my list out. Now, since 2 agents remain, I'm going to be rolling 2 dice. It's going to be a little bit different. Since there will be then 2 people that will be selected, then it'll be only between those 2 people, and then you will cast your votes between those 2 people. But if both the dice rolls land on the same person, then that person is going. Does this all make sense? If both the dice rolls land on the agents, then both agents have broken their immunity, and then everybody will be up except for Matthew and Carrie. All right. First dice roll is number 9, Margot. Margot, you have lost your immunity shield. Margot was a secret agent. You are immune for this vote. Whoever this lands on is going to be the person who goes home, unless it's the other agent or unless it's Margot. Landed on Matthew, we're going to go again. The second member of our jury is Parker. Oh, I'm so sorry, Parker. Need you to leave the Zoom call. All righty. Margot, revealed. Do you have anything to say?
I know the first instinct might be to get rid of me, but think about how many votes I would get at the end, and it would probably be 0. So that might be an incentive to keep me around.
What?
Okay, does anybody have anything they want to say before we close for the night?
I told y'all it wasn't me.
I feel bad that I doubled down.
Yeah, I feel bad I came for you.
So
wait,
I was put on the spot, so I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have accused you if
We don't know, we only know 1, right? There's still 1 remaining.
the other one's not
Okay,
really-
Sam.
No, I'm not saying for you. So I'm gonna do something kind of ballsy right now. Margot, I think it would go a long way with the rest of us if you told us who the remaining agent was.
That's true. I
Mm.
think we'd be
That's
more willing
really
to keep you.
true.
Well, I could still win immunity next time. I was pretty close with both of them.
Yeah, you could. Or you could go home.
Yeah, that was a cocksure response.
Margaret,
And I
you
think I think I haven't lied in terms of like creating relationships with people. I definitely still want to work with the people I said I wanted to work with. So I don't think I need to stoop to that level to stay in the game. But I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
Fair
we at
point.
least know that it wasn't anyone from the original, whatever our original team was. It would be Grant, Ellie, Matt, Evan, or Sam.
Right. And it also, yeah.
Why is that?
because there's
only
one
one
per
on
tribe.
each team. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. We can still work with that intel.
All right. Congratulations on making the final 8. I'm sure you're all pooping your pants. Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you all. I'm having a lot of fun. Alrighty. I hope everybody has a great night. And we'll see you again soon. All right.
Thanks, Ethan.